Mike Pence Fast Facts. Here's a look at the life of Vice President Mike Pence. Personal birth date: June 7, 1959. Birthplace: Columbus, Indiana. Birth name: Michael Richard Pence. Father: Edward Pence, gas station owner. Mother: Nancy Pence-Fritsch. Marriage: Karen Pence, 1985. Present: Children: Michael, Charlotte and Audrey. Education: Hanover College, Indiana, B.A., 1981. Indiana University School of Law, J.D., 1986. Religion: Evangelical Christian. Other facts: after 2 early unsuccessful runs for Congress, Pence wrote an essay, Confessions of a Negative Campaigner. In the 1991 piece, he pledged not to use insulting language or air ads disparaging opponents. During the 2010 Value Voter Summit, Pence took the stage and said, "I'm a Christian, a conservative and a Republican, in that order." Pence was a Democrat as a teen. He has said that he voted for Jimmy Carter, not Ronald Reagan, in the 1980 election. Pence's Irish grandfather immigrated through Ellis Island in 1923. Timeline: 1991 to 1993. President of the conservative think tank, Indiana Policy Review Foundation. 1992 to 1999. Hosts a talk radio show, The Mike Pence Show. The show is syndicated on 18 stations in Indiana. 2000 is elected to the U.S. House of Representatives for the 2nd District of Indiana. 2002 is elected to the U.S. House of Representatives for the 6th District of Indiana. The district was renumbered in 2002. He is re-elected in 2004, 2006, 2008 and 2010. 2009 to 2011 is the Republican Conference Chair. 2012 is elected Governor of Indiana. His campaign includes a grassroots trek across the state called the Big Red Truck Tour. January 2015 announces, then scraps plans to launch a state-run news outlet called Justin. January 27, 2015, gains federal approval for a state plan for Medicaid expansion, Healthy Indiana Plan 2.0. March 26, 2015, Pence signs the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, RFRA, banning local governments from intervening when businesses turn away customers for religious reasons. The law sparks concern about discrimination, particularly within the LGBT community. After the law is passed, a wave of boycotts and petitions roiled the state, with companies like Apple and organizations like the NCAA criticizing the bill and threatening to reconsider future business opportunities in Indiana. April 2, 2015, Pence signs a new version of the RFRA that prohibits discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. July 15, 2016, GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump tweets that he has chosen Pence to be his running mate. The formal announcement takes place July 16 at a hotel in Manhattan. November 8, 2016 is elected Vice President of the United States. November 11, 2016 assumes control of President-elect Donald Trump's transition efforts as part of a shakeup that reduces New Jersey Governor Chris Christie's role. January 20, 2017 sworn in as Vice President of the United States. January 27, 2017 Pence speaks at the March for Life, an anti-abortion rally in Washington. He is the first sitting vice president to make a speech at the annual event. February 7, 2017 casts a tie-breaking vote to confirm Betsy DeVos as the next education secretary. This is the first time a vice president has needed to cast the deciding vote on a cabinet nomination. February 18, 2017 Pence delivers a speech at the Munich Security Conference, declaring that the United States will hold Russia accountable for acts of aggression, even as the Trump administration makes an effort to cultivate stronger ties with Moscow. The vice president also says that the United States strongly supports NATO and will be unwavering in our commitment to our transatlantic alliance. Pence adds a caveat, saying that NATO member nations should boost their defense spending. March 2, 2017, the Indianapolis Star reports that while governor of Indiana, Pence used a private email account to conduct some state business and that it was hacked. Indiana's Code of Ethics does not address officials' use of personal emails. Pence also had a state-provided email address. Pence says, "There's no comparison between his situation and that of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server." August 9, 2018, in a speech to U.S. military and civilian personnel, Pence calls for the establishment of a Space Force by 2020. Pence also announces immediate steps the Department of Defense would take to reform how the military approaches space. January 16, 2019, at the Global Chiefs of Mission Conference, Pence declares that the caliphate has crumbled and ISIS has been defeated. Hours before, the U.S.-led coalition confirmed that American troops had been killed in an explosion in Manbij, an attack that ISIS has claimed responsibility for. May 30, 2019. During talks with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in Canada, Pence says he is very proud to be part of a pro-life administration and that he is troubled by what he calls the Democratic Party in our country and leaders around the country supporting late-term abortion, even infanticide. February 26, 2020. Trump places Pence in charge of the U.S. government response to the novel coronavirus amid growing criticism of the White House's handling of the outbreak. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.